Hi Jane, welcome back. I'm glad you could make it. How are you?
No, not too bad, not too bad.
That's good. Okay, so first of all, just before we start the session, I just wanted to go through confidentiality with you again. So the point of confidentiality in counselling is to keep everyone safe. So if I feel you're at risk of hurting yourself or others, I will have to report it as well. Okay. And in some cases, very rare cases, records can be subpoenaed by the court, but of course I would let you know if anything like that ever happened, and then that's more out of my control. Okay. So I also wanted to talk to you about your rights as a client. So you have the right to feel safe at all times, that I won't put you in a dangerous environment. So if you feel uncomfortable as well at any time, just let me know and we'll stop.
Okay, then that sounds fine.
No problem. So before we jump into it, I just wanted to ask you about your expectations and what did you want to gain from coming to counselling?
Probably a few coping skills with what's going on in my life at the moment. How to deal there with, stress levels and, things like that. It's a bit complicated, but yeah.
Okay.
Just some coping tools, I think.
Okay, so you really want to try and control that stress level and...
Yes, yeah, I think so.
Okay, no problem. Well, we can definitely work through that. Okay. So Jane, in your initial session, we just briefly went over three main things that were concerning you at the moment. So we talked about you moving into a new house and it wasn't as what you expected.
Yes.
Your new job.
Yes.
Stress with that. And then being away from your husband.
Yes.
So which one of those did you want to talk about today?
Probably the house is the biggest thing at the moment for me.
Okay, no problem. So what's going on with that at the moment?
I look around and I see what needs to be done and I want to do things and I'll just look at it and I'll feel quite depressed about it. Just looking at the damage and what has to be fixed in the house and in the end I think, oh gosh, stuff it, I'll go and read my book or I'll go and do something else. And I'm just finding I don't have the motivation that I probably need to get things done that I really want to get done. And plus some of it, a lot of the time I'm just here on my own, so it's just me that has to try and get things organised and done, and it's a bit disheartening, a bit depressing sometimes, because I don't have that support sometimes around that I think I need.
Yeah. Okay. So what I'm hearing, Jane, is you're getting a bit depressed by the situation of the house?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And you're just feeling a bit overwhelmed with it all? Not really knowing
I think so, yeah. I'll go and start something and I'll try and make a good start on it and then I'll see something else, so I might go and do a little bit to that, and it's just one thing on top of the other a lot of the time, and I just don't know where to go, where to start.
Okay. So, let's just talk about some of the strengths that you're doing well at the moment. So what are some little things that you feel like you've done around to try and make it a little bit better?
No, okay, what have I done? Tried to put new knobs in the kitchen on the kitchen cupboards just to update it a little bit and things like that. And I can't get one knob off, so that's really frustrating, so I'll go and do something else then. What else have I done? I've put a few of my favourite pictures up in the house, which I think is which I like. A few of my favourite, pictures are up. Because then I look at them and I think, where I got that from, and so they're nice to look at. And I put up some photos of the grandchildren and things like that now because they're not here in Brisbane. The three older ones, so they're not here. So I've got their photo really close to my bed now. So first thing in the morning, I see their photo, which is which I like.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're trying to make little steps to make it feel a little bit more home?
I think so. I'm trying to, but there's just so much to do.
Okay. So it definitely sounds like you're pretty overwhelmed with everything.
Yes.
So have you started to think about maybe some of the positives that could come out of this? So the house isn't the same, but maybe you're looking at it as it's a great chance, an opportunity to try and rebuild something new. Something that would suit you now to when, as you said, you moved 8 years ago.
Yes, I know. But I look at things and I think of all the memories in this house of, like, you know, this is the house we brought the children up in.
Yeah.
And things like, you know, and so I do want to make changes, but not a great deal of you know, it's really hard. I want to do lots of changes, but then again I don't, because this is where I brought the this is where the family grew up.
Okay.
And so there's lots of memories in the walls and in the rooms, but, you know, I know I have to change things and I have to fix things, but I'm not going to say, oh, this is when this, you know, this child did this and things like that, you know, and it's a bit hard sometimes.
Okay. So what's coming across me? So it sounds like you're having a little bit of trouble letting go.
Possibly, you know, I think I am having trouble letting go.
Yeah.
Because I think, you know, this is what it used to be like, and sometimes I want that back again, and it's just not happening.
Yeah.
So I know I have to change a few things and possibly turn it into a newer house, a different house.
Mm-hmm.
You know, instead of just a roof over my head.
Yeah. So do you think that might be some of what the deeper issues, that you don't have the motivation because all the memories are here and you don't want to change anything really?
Possibly, yeah. I think that might be one of the issues. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to change things, but then I don't want to change. But yes, it is. It's very hard. Very hard.
All right. So, Jane, it sounds like you want to change everything, but your behaviour is lacking, and I'm just a bit puzzled by that.
It's possibly, I think some of it's my motivation.
Okay.
Because I work long hours as well, and trying to do things as well on the weekend, sometimes I just feel, it's been such a long week at work.
Yep.
Because I'm so much more busier. I've got more travel time now, living in here, than what I used to have. So it's all combined, I think. Yep. You know, the long hours, and then coming home and wanting to do things around the house, and my energy levels are just zapped sometimes on the weekends, and I think,
Okay. Well, that comes across pretty normal.
I suppose so, but then I look at it and I think, well, I've got to get this done and I've got to do this, and sometimes it's just not working for me.
Okay. So do you feel like you're putting a little bit of pressure on yourself, a little bit too much pressure, which is causing some of the stress?
I don't know. Possibly. I haven't really thought about that I'm putting too much pressure on myself. I haven't even looked at that. I'm just thinking, this is what I have to do, and this is what needs to be done.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a little bit of homework for you then, to our next session. Just have a little bit of think about it.
I will think about it. Yes, I will.
Okay, that's fine. So, Jane, just so we can try and manage some of that stress that you've got going towards the house, what I want to do is we're just going to come up with just tiny little things that we can do.
Okay.
That you can take away home and that you can try and do. And just so then you can just tick it off and you'll feel better. Yep, I got that achieved.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay, like one little job a weekend or...
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that sounds like a plan.
Yeah, and then that way that'll get your confidence back up, saying, yep, I can do this.
Yes.
And it's just going to be a step by step, and then all of a sudden, you know...
I'll turn around. Oh,
yes, and a room might be done, and then, you know, a house might be done type thing.
Yes.
Okay?
Okay, that sounds really good.
Okay?
All right, so you're going to work with that. Work on that with me. Oh, that sounds good.
Okay, so Jane, pick an area that you just really want to, that's your area and you want to be able to relax and something just for you. Pick an area in the house.
Probably my bedroom.
Okay, not a problem.
Like I need to put new curtains up and things like that, but I don't want to put curtains up. I want to do something different with it. You know, things like that. I want to make it probably mine again.
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough.
Hmm.
Okay, so what's something just really small that you can do? Just
What can I do really small in my bedroom? Probably just. Probably, I don't know. It's because you do one thing and then that leads to another thing, and it's it's never ending.
Okay, so that's why we just got to try and focus on one little thing.
Okay. What would I like to do? I don't know.
You don't know?
But that's one of my goals, is to get that room sorted.
Okay. Something small. I don't really know your house. That's a bit hard for me as well. Well, with the whole curtain things, that doesn't sound like a major big renovation thing.
No, it probably doesn't. It doesn't. I can probably help get something organised with that. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's one little step that we can try and do to try and get to putting up curtains?
Rip up the old ones and then I have to do something about it.
Well, that's perfect. Exactly. That's one little step that we can take.
Yes.
And then to get the ball rolling.
Yes.
Without it mounting into something
Yes.
a lot bigger than what it should be.
Yes. Because I look at them and I get quite depressed about it.
Yeah. Alright, no problem. Okay, so Jane, in between now and our next session, I just want you to have a little bit more of a think about that. So maybe come up with 5 things that you can do around the house.
Okay.
Just tiny little things.
Apart from the vacuuming and the dusting and all that sort of normal stuff that has to be done.
Yeah, just something that's, as you said before, that's kind of depressed, making you feel a bit depressed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so just something little.
Okay. All right then.
Okay. Right, so we'll schedule our next session. When is good for you?
Whenever you're free. It's, probably same time in a couple of weeks. Yeah.
Alright, no problem. So we'll do Wednesday again?
Yes, that sounds good.
Alright, no problem. We'll see you then.
Okay then.
Thanks.
Thank you.